I'm just going to show you one more illustration of the distinction between gray matter and white matter. Remember, gray matter is cortex, this outer surface here, but there are also a lot of deep, what we call subcortical nuclei. That's collections, again, of gray matter, of neuron cell bodies, dendrites, and the axon terminals that form synaptic connections, right? Versus the white matter, which is going to be, again, the often myelin coated, axonal projections that connect, different regions of gray matter. So what's interesting is that adolescent brain cognitive development study, which is looking at the changes over years, of individuals' brains as they develop, as you lose, vast numbers of neurons as an adolescent, child and adolescent, and then also hone down those networks to form more functional and effective networks. Well, those networks involve lots of white matter connectivity between distinct regions of the brain that we're going to see are networked to allow for social decision making and language and memory, and attention and perception and all these other aspects of what it means to be who we are, right? So here is that 3D print of an adolescent's brain in the ABCD study at OHSU, and this is just the cerebrum, right? So here is that cortex, and this is gray matter. You can see the gray matter cortex, right? You can see the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere, and the frontal lobe and the parietal lobe and the occipital lobe and the temporal lobe right here, right? And you can also see below that is the white matter. So this one right here is a print of all the white matter connectivity. This goes inside this. So this is that surface area, the cortex that you can sort of see. I gotta find where did I put my brain? Oh, well, I'll have to find that. Oh, here it is. So it's like I found it eventually. So this is the green is that upper portion right here. This is all of these, kinds of projections all along this way. That's the cortical surface. Remember, that's gray matter at the surface. And then all of this cabling here, these are connections, including, remember, the corpus callosum. That's that white matter connection between the left and right hemispheres, the cortex of the left and right hemispheres. This is white matter. This is the stuff that is below, that is inside this. So this right here is referencing these portions, the axonal portions, that are covered by membrane, the myelin, right, from glial cells, basically, going from, one hemisphere to the next, for example. While this, right here is going to be the synaptic connectivity, where the axon terminals of one neuron are, releasing neurotransmitter and influencing the activity, at the dendrites and the cell body of the next. So that's another way to sort of look at the gray matter, white matter, cortex of cortical nuclei, that's gray matter, versus all these pathways, right? These white matter pathways that are so essential for development, that are going to be, linking up discrete areas of gray matter, into, sort of structural and functional networks that allow us to, be who we are.